All right, welcome to The Last Word. I'm Mark Downey. Joining me today is Coach Willie Spears, coach of the Escambia High School football team. And I tell you what, Coach, you have made a splash in Pensacola. Now, you've only been here for a short while, is that correct?
That's correct. I got a job March 13, 2012. And so this is starting our second season, and we're 4-0 as of today. That can change anytime, but we're excited.
Go Gators.
Go Gators, that's right.
That's right. Well, my son doesn't have the privilege of playing for you, but he is in the band supporting you.
We're all together.
So that's
the Pride, the football team, we're one family, baby. Different pieces, one family.
Yeah. In fact, I was talking to the director, Doug Holsworth, and he's just a fine gentleman, too. I mean, you guys both are just amazing. And I was talking to him, and he said, man, you guys clicked immediately, and y'all connect. And I love the way y'all have the band playing when there's big third down plays. And I love that stuff. That's great. You can see that you guys definitely have cohesion.
Well, what's crazy about Doug and I is that we're running the same program, really. People don't realize it. If you count the number of students we're responsible for and the amount of staff we need to run it, and the equipment and the cost and the travel, band and football are very similar. Doug and I get along great. And believe it or not, we beat Pace last year. My first year, that was our biggest win. It was because of the band. They had a kicker that I believe he's at his Division I school right now. I can't remember where it's at, but I think it's Missouri. But anyway, he's doing a great job. He played at Pace, great kicker, and he was in the field goal range. We ended up winning by 1 now, mind you. And the band played, and they had to delay a game. And the band played even louder, and they miscommunicated with the coach. And the band played even louder. They had a guy jump outside. So those 3 penalties took them out of field goal range, and we ended up winning the game by 1 point. So we want to thank the Pride for that win last year, because they made it happen. I mean, we work well together. The kids love it. And we even practiced with them over the summer. Practice our fight song in our alma mater. And it's a great time to be in the Escambia Gators, so we're excited.
It is, man. It's been a long time, too. So I think you've definitely brought back a sense of excitement to the community. And, of course, when you live out on our side of town, that we live for football. Right. I mean, we are football fans, and people want to show up and see a winning team. Of course. And, of course, that pressure's square on your shoulders.
Well, yeah,
but you're taking it.
Well, I love it. I mean, Mr. Sherrill, he just does a great job. He and our administrative team. We were in a meeting the other day, and he said, when we beat PHS, and he kept going with the meeting, and I said, excuse me, we have to play the game. We don't know what's going to happen. Let's play the game first. And so he says, no pressure, coach, but we need to win. And then he keeps going. So it's all laughable, but you lose too many, they find somebody else to take the spot.
That's right, man. I mean, you're only as good as your last win in football. I mean, or in sports in general. Right. I mean, that's just the way it is. But you're willing to accept that, and you've done a great job. And and the thing that really attracted me, and I wanted to bring you on the show because I'm really attracted to the way that you handle your business. You do things a little bit outside the box, which, you don't know a whole lot about me. You and I have only known each other for a short period of time, but I like to think outside the box. Well, if you do things exactly the way everybody else has done, you're going to get the same results.
That's what
And let's face it, 80% of the world's mediocrity or less.
That's right.
So, you want to be in that top 20%, you got to do things a little bit differently. Right. So, and I see that that's what you've done, and you've got all the players to buy into your philosophy, and really, I mean, you kind of put yourself on a bullseye at the beginning of the season with some of the things you did, but I think you were welcoming it because you wanted to show your players, hey, we're gonna live up to the hype. Here's the hype. We're gonna live up to it, and we're gonna let our actions show what is what really.
And I believe you couldn't have gotten where you have in business if you wouldn't step outside the box.
That's right.
If you were not going to take chances, if you were going to be mediocre, you couldn't. And for me, in 2009, I was coach of the year by 3 different organizations. In 2011, I was fired for not winning enough games. So I've been on both sides of the spectrum. And to be honest with you, we did the same thing each time. One time we got the wins, one time we didn't. We try to say that we win in other areas, not just on the scoreboard. We try to win in the classroom, win the community, and things of that nature. So you can't put a number on, or there's no way to quantify how well we're doing if you're just looking at the scoreboard. That's what the community sees. That's what everybody wants to see. And that's how we keep our job. So that's important. But we read a lot of books, and I'm sure you do as well. But John Maxwell has some great things about this thing we're talking about, as well as John Wooten. And he won 10 national championships at UCLA. Oh, yeah. And they asked him, what did he do different? He said, I did the same thing when I wasn't winning. And the truth is, you win with athletes. And so my first year there, we let go 40 kids. They didn't want to buy into what we're doing. That sent a message to the other kids that, you know what, this staff is serious about doing things in a way of excellence.
And from what I hear, you actually let go some top talent.
We let go 4 studs that and I'm gonna be honest with you.
And then high school football, that's huge.
But we lost the game later in the year, and I was in my office, and I told one of our assistants, if we'd have let those guys stay, we'd have won tonight. So it's hard to do. But at the end of the day, you want to be able to help the kid in areas other than football. And if you let them get away with not showing up on time, not pulling their pants up, not saying yes sir, no ma'am, not getting their grades, then it's going to hurt them later in life. And we're going to be part of the reason why they didn't have success.
That's exactly right.
It's working out for us today. Like I said, you said you weren't as good as your last win. Yeah. We could end up 4-6, and people say, what a horrible year. I hope not.
But you're right. You're right, though. You're absolutely right. You got to keep it going, and you got to keep the players in check, and I'm sure that's the biggest part of what you do is managing personalities.
Yeah, managing people. We let go 10 freshmen yesterday. We have 83 freshman players. They're 4-1 right now, and 10 of them we had to let go. One of our rules is if you have 2 Fs, failed in 2 classes at any point, and you have gotten 2 bad reports from teachers. I mean, the teacher emailed me, Coach Spears, Johnny won't sit down and shut his mouth. If you get 2 of those and you happen to have 2 bad grades at the same time, that's a double whammy, and so you're gone for 2 weeks. And this week, our junior varsity team and freshman team played Pensacola High, a big rivalry, and they're upset, and I understand they are, but so am I. So
exactly.
Let's get the grades right, and then you can get on the field.
And that's amazing. It's amazing that you're taking it beyond just the win and loss column, and you're teaching these kids how to succeed in life. And whether they realize it or not right now, that's exactly what you're doing. And I mean, that's just an amazing thing. Right. I applaud you for that. And again, that's what I say. I mean, you exemplify integrity in the sport and in high school, sports in general. Right. But that's just amazing for me to see. And I really, that's awesome to hear. I'm glad.
Well, you know this. You can't be anybody but Mark Downey. You can't be anyone else. I can only be Willie Spears. Good, bad, or indifferent. And I joke around all the time that if I did something out of line, my father would come and beat my behind.
That's right.
I'm 35 years old. He's 63. He would drive from Panama City, pull off his belt, say, excuse me, y'all, I'm taking him in his back room. And so the way I was raised has a lot to do with how we run things. Yeah. We have a great staff around us that keeps us accountable, even when we want to get out of line. And we're blessed to be at a school that's on the rise. Just our FCAT grades are improving. We're improving in all sports. And I just happen to be there at the time things are looking up. And so football gets a lot of credit, but we have a phenomenal ROTC program, as you mentioned, a phenomenal band, and we got a great academies on campus. Our flight academy is world renowned. And so when you look at all these things, football attracts the most attention because it's in the fall and it has the most people. But a lot of things are going good on this campus.
Yeah. That's great, man. That's great to hear. I love to hear it. I mean, my son, when he mentioned he wanted to go to Escambia, I was like, really? Right. Because I'll be honest with you, I fully expected him to go to Catholic high school. He's a very smart student. He's never, quite honestly, he's barely ever gotten less than 100 average.
Wow.
In any class, and he takes all honors and
takes out his mom.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Freudian slip. I apologize.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I expected Catholic high or somewhere else, but maybe West Florida. But he said, Dad, I want to go to Escambia. Good things are happening there, and the band is amazing. And I mean, really, the band is amazing.
I've been at 9 schools, and there's a school in Camden County, Georgia, that's close to our band. But I mean, when Emmitt Smith came, all they did was the Pledge of Allegiance and one more song. But it was amazing. I mean, Doug snapped his fingers, they moved, they jumped, boom, everybody was in place. It was just so organized, you know, and if we could just copy what they've been doing, we'll be okay.
I think you are so far. So I'm looking forward to the game, man. I tell you what, that's Friday night's going to be a big time. Escambia is going to be rocking, no question about it. So how much time we got left, guys? before this commercial break. We got to go to a break. I figured we were about due. So when we come back, we are going to talk a little bit of real estate, and I'm going to get Coach Spears to, interject some of his opinions. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Hi, my name is Mark Downey. Things can get crazy in the real estate business, which is why I use Surety Land Title for my escrow closings. They ensure that all paperwork and documentation is properly executed and that there are no glitches in the closing process. Whether you're a realtor, broker, or simply a homeowner or buyer looking for a great team of professionals to utilize for your closing, I strongly suggest Surety Title. Call them today at 549-2270. Hello, I'm Mark Downey, a licensed broker in Alabama and Florida. When it comes to surveys and boundary determination, I don't take chances with just anyone. I call Mark Swinney & Associates. And not just because we share the same name. More so because I know that my survey will be done professionally and on time, both of which are very important factors when navigating a closing for a client. Whether you need a simple survey or just want to know if your neighbor's fence is encroaching on your land, Swinney is the team to call. Give them a call today. All right, we're going to go to real estate here in a second, but I didn't even get to really talk, and because I'm just so excited, just like you are, about Escambia and everything going on. But with playoffs going on, and this is absolute best time of the year, Will. I mean,
all the sports.
You can't, everything is aligning. You got MLB playoffs kicking off, and did you watch that game last night?
I did. During the season, I can't because I feel bad. Like when I watch, I've done that before, especially in October. And if we lose a game, I say to myself, if I wouldn't have watched that baseball game, I could have studied more film. We wouldn't have lost that game. Yep. So I make myself not watch it till the weekend. We DVR a lot of stuff.
There you go. Well, the Rays and the Rangers played in a in-game, or what do they call it, a play-in game or whatever.
Right.
163rd game of the season to determine who could play the wild card game tomorrow night.
Pretty exciting.
One game wins it all there as well and moves on to the divisional. It's unbelievable. The best thing that ever happened to playoff is the wild card, Major League Baseball is the wild card.
Right.
Undoubtedly.
Because it's almost like a World Series before the World Series. I mean, you lose, you go home.
It's
you
a
win,
game
you're
7.
And if you're in, it starts all over because anything can happen in the playoffs.
Yep, exactly. You never know. So that's a lot of fun. The Braves are in. They won the East, but I don't think they're going to go far. I have to be a realist here.
So you're not being a fan, you're being a realist.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I've been a fan since '78. Everybody knows me, knows I'm a Braves fan. I got a Braves watch on. I wear Braves underwear. Just kidding. That's not true.
TMI.
But yeah, exactly. Chipper Jones, number 10. No,
right.
But the fact is that they're just not built to win in the playoffs. You got the Dodgers who are looking really good. They have 3 stud pitchers. Boston. Unbelievable.
Right.
I mean, I don't see the Braves going very far, but nonetheless, they're in the playoffs. It's always exciting, and you never know.
Anything can happen in playoffs.
Anything can happen. But anyway, we could talk some college football too, but who cares? We got Escambia football to talk about, right?
That's right.
So with that, let's go to some real estate, guys, if you don't mind. We do have some houses to show you that are for sale, and then we're going to show you a few rentals as well. This first one is a feature home, 1170 Blue Oval Lane. This is in North Cantonment area. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 4,000 square feet of living. And as you can see, it has an in-ground pool, about 5 acres of land, your own little playground out there. You don't need to take the kids to the park. You have your own park here. Double refrigerator, industrial size. This house is amazing. It is an absolute masterpiece, and it's $450,000. And if you know anything about real estate, you know about building a home, building a custom-built home like this with all the amenities in the land. There's no way you could build it for $450,000. So I'd say if you're interested, you should jump on that one as quickly as you can. What do you think, Coach?
I hope my wife's not watching. Goodness.
That's a nice one. That's a little bit too far of a drive for you, though.
Yeah, but she works at Tate.
Oh.
She's a guidance counselor at Tate.
Lord have mercy.
And the way we picked our home is she went online, no joke. When I applied for the job, she saw the home that we have. We're renting from you guys.
Yep.
And
nice one, by the way.
It is nice, but she saw the huge kitchen with the island in the middle, and she said, we got to stay in that house. It was in a good school district. But if baby, turn the TV off. When she's watching this show, if you get another job and if I do this and we move around and you work extra at night, maybe we can, no, it's a nice house though.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Maybe a couple of years, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, the next one is just across the state line in Lillian, Alabama. As some of you may know and may not know, I'm licensed in the state of Alabama. I'm a real estate broker in Florida and Alabama, so if you're looking to sell your home in either state, I can help you. But this next listing is in Lillian. It's 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 3,450 square feet of living, and it's $365,000. And this house also is a masterpiece. It is unlike anything you've ever seen. You don't see this kind of home in Pensacola. It's on several acres of land as well, and it's a fabulous price. About $100 a square foot for a custom-built home. With I could go on with all the amenities, but what I suggest is that you go to my website, 941home.com, and you can check out all the listings, get all the information, or you can email us and we'll send you some more information. All right, the next listing is 4520 Blueberry Lane, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and this is 3,600 square feet, and it is $350,000. There's 5 acres of land, a pool, and it's in Molino. And look at that stove. That is just the coolest thing I've ever seen, with the brick and all that. Yeah, exactly. But a gorgeous house, unbelievable house. Again, a fantastic price. There's some really good buys under the $500,000 range. About $250,000 to $500,000 are some really good buys. The homes aren't moving quite as quickly as the homes in the $150,000 to $250,000 range. So people are having to reduce their prices to get their homes sold. This is an unbelievable bargain. The next house is over in your neck of the woods, Coach.
That's our house. Have I lost my job? What? No, it's not our house. Okay. I thought maybe the principal didn't talk to you before the show. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
3 bedroom, 3 bath, probably right down the street from you there.
It is close.
2,800 square feet of living, $250,000. And once again, a beautiful house, gorgeous interior, great condition. Owners have just taken care of the home. They've loved on it, and it's in great condition. The next house is 3575 Chief Mate Drive. This is right off of Bower Road in, once again, the Escambia High School District.
It's a good district, by the way. Good district. MCAT grades going up. No violence on campus. Seriously, somebody say, is it violent? I say, are you kidding me? It's like paradise. It's an awesome place, seriously.
My son, I mean, he's, you've probably never seen him, but it has to be the smallest kid in the school for his age. I mean, he's just tiny. Sorry, Dakota, I don't mean to throw you on the bus like that, but he is growing. He's growing tremendously. But anyway, I always ask him, son, did you get bullied today? Did anybody bothering you? You know, do I need to go down there and regulate?
Yeah.
And he's, Dad, no, man, everybody's nice.
And people who say bad things about Escambia, when I ask them, have you ever set foot on the campus? And their answer is always no. I'm just going by what I've heard.
That's like, we're talking the 80s, you know, when it kind of had a bad reputation. It's changed.
It's 2013.
Exactly. Come on, people.
Dakota's there. Come by.
That's right. All right, the next listing, 886 Sterling Way, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,100 square feet. This is $170,000, and yes, folks, it's in Escambia High School District.
That's right. It's the Escambia show today.
That's right. That's right. The next one, 2557 Granada Camino.
Oh, wow.
This is on the water. It is actually a manufactured home, but it is so cool. It's right on the water. You have deep water access. You can put a boat out back.
$160,000?
$160,000. Yeah.
That's stealing.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, it's again, you have access directly into Bayou Grande, which leads out into the bay, Pensacola Bay, and you can get anywhere, you know, golf, whatever you want to do, fish. All right, the next listing, 134 Windward Court. I believe we have a contract on this house, so unfortunately, I believe it is sold. The next one, 3103 Seafarers Way. This is 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,800 square feet for $130,000. This is a really good buy. $130,000 for 1,800 square foot home in once again Escambia High School District.
Go Gators!
Go Gators! 144 Carrier. This is again Escambia High School District.
It's meant to be.
You gotta love it. This is just for you, Coach.
Okay,
1,450 square feet, $110,000. I mean, we're laying it all out for you today, Coach. We wanted to do, you know, all our listings in the Escambia. Of course, we did have a couple that weren't, but this is a great area. Yeah, you know, Tate's not a bad area either.
Not bad. They're doing good at football.
But yeah,
Coach Douglas, they're 4-1.
Yeah, they're not doing bad, but they're not the Gators.
They're not the Gators.
All right, rentals. Let's talk some rentals here. If you're looking to rent a home, we can help you. And we love our tenants, and we love to take care of them. And Coach, you're one of them. We want to provide a nice, clean home, and I think we did that for you guys and your family. And we want to take care of them. So we want to provide a nice home. And all our homes, when you move in, should be clean. If they're not, you give me a call, and I'll take care of it. But this one is Long Branch Drive, 1484, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,200 square feet of living, and it's $1,495. And yes, it is Escambia High School District. Thank you. The next one, 1567 Twin Pines Circle, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,500 square feet, and it's $1,345. And honestly, I can't remember if this is Escambia. This is pretty bad.
But if it's not, we have Academy, so if you're out of district, you can choose to go to Escambia if you would like.
That's right. Engineering, right?
That's right, engineering.
That's right. That's what my son's in.
That's awesome, too.
All right, 4961 Vizcaya, Escambia High School District.
That's right.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,900 square feet of living, and it's 1345, and this is right on the Grand Lagoon. Unbelievable. You can walk right down to a little park that's on the water. It's gorgeous, gorgeous area. 3135 Lost Creek Drive, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,300 square feet of living, and this is 1295. Another beautiful home. I'm not sure what happened with the pictures. We got 2 of the same front pictures on several of those. But hey, look, once again, go to 941home.com and you can look at all our listings. And Coach Spears will show them to you too.
I will show you, and we'll give you a free. I'm a Escambia Gator fan. Put in your yard.
Nice.
Anybody that gets a house during the football season, and I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't know we were gonna talk about real estate, and we've lived in 9 homes. I've coached college. I've coached. This is my 3rd head coaching job. I've been assistant at 4 or 5 different schools. And because I wanted to be a head coach, I moved around almost like a military family.
Yep.
And you guys do a great job. Seriously, we just got a new refrigerator because we had some issues with ours. You all contact the owner. A new refrigerator was delivered by Lowe's in no time. Any issues that we have is great. The home is beautiful. My wife loves it. She wants to buy, but I told her we're coaches. I mean, buying is not the wisest decision. Maybe after this season, we have a little cushion. But
go ahead
I would recommend it. The winner state champion, then you may have an opportunity. But I would recommend anybody. Seriously, y'all do a great job.
Thank you very much. And I did not ask him to do that.
Not at all.
But
if you want to take off next month's rent, we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. There you go. All right, we're going to go to commercial. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Stay with us. Hi, my name is Mark Downey. Things can get crazy in the real estate business, which is why I use Surety Land Title for my escrow closings. They ensure that all paperwork and documentation is properly executed and that there are no glitches in the closing process. Whether you're a realtor, broker, or simply a homeowner or buyer looking for a great team of professionals to utilize for your closing, I strongly suggest Surety Title. Call them today at 549-2270. Hello, I'm Mark Downey, a licensed broker in Alabama and Florida. When it comes to surveys and boundary determination, I don't take chances with just anyone. I call Mark Sweeney and Associates. And not just because we share the same name, more so because I know that my survey will be done professionally and on time, both of which are very important factors when navigating a closing for a client. Whether you need a simple survey or just want to know if your neighbor's fence is encroaching on your land, Sweeney is the team to call. Give them a call today. All right, we're back. Coach Willie Spears here with me today. It's been an awesome show so far. And I don't know how much time we have left, guys. We got about 5 minutes. If you don't mind, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about your history, because I know, and I did read that you were the coach of the year. And in 2009, was it?
2009 at Jefferson County High School in Monticello, Florida, right outside of Tallahassee.
Yep.
That was our first head coaching job.
Yeah, and you're a young guy. I mean, you're 35 years old.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We'll pay rent this month now. We're good.
But I mean, seriously, you are a really young guy, and I'm sure that the players connect with that and appreciate that too. But I mean, how did you've gotten where you are now at such a young age? I mean, I know we talked a little bit about excelling and everything you do and integrity and all that. But I mean, can you tell me a little bit?
Well, it's really been a blessing. My dad, I've never told the story this way. My dad was in Amway when I was little.
Right.
I'm sure you're familiar with the network marketing.
I think everybody's been in Amway.
Right, exactly. At least for a week or two. Somebody got you.
For a minute.
But we would drive around and he would listen to Amway tapes. And it was Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, and all it was motivational speaking. But I was in the car with him everywhere we drove, and I didn't realize it, but I was listening to these motivational and it talks about how to win friends and influence people by Dale Carnegie. That was the first book I ever read, and so I was being trained at 10, 11, 12 years old and didn't realize it. And so when I played football, and I wasn't great, but I was good enough to earn a scholarship. Got to college and got involved with TV productions and interviewing and things of that nature. And it was very natural for me, but there was no rigor. There was no challenge until I started coaching. And like I said, one year you're the man, everybody's talking about you on the show, and the next minute they putting for sale signs in your yard saying, why are you coaching my kids? But I enjoy that. And so it's been great for us, and we've had a lot of people who helped us along the way. I have a phenomenal wife who's very smart and very supportive, and I say she's a football wife. She gets it. The other day, she came and one of our kids needed cue cards. And she went to the dollar store, bought him note cards for his test. He made a 93. He was so excited. Tell Mama Spears, I made a 93. I made a 93. And I told her, I said, you must have wrote something on those cards because he could never make a 93. But it's good when you have a great support system, and that's kind of how we've gotten where we are.
And really, you know, you talk about your parents. They obviously were a huge part and a huge influence on who you are today.
It hasn't changed. My dad will be here Friday. If we win or lose, he'll tell me what we did wrong.
He's going to be here?
Oh, he's at every game.
Really?
He's at every game. And he didn't even coach, didn't play, but he seems to be an expert.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome. I mean, that's integral, and that's something that, you know, I talk about all the time is being involved in your kids' lives, you know. It makes such a difference, and you're an example of that, and I know I am too. My dad and my mom were you know, big influences in who I am today, and my dad was a hard worker. They were in Amway for a little bit. And
we got a lot of coming,
Yeah, exactly. But you know, but they were just hardworking people in general. You know, they nothing ever came easy. Nothing ever came in just a, you know, pot of gold. Right. But they worked hard for what they had, and I saw that. I saw that work ethic and integrity in everything that they did, and that was important to me, and that's shaped who I am today.
Right.
So.
And I know your challenge, just like mine, is to give that to my son and daughter. I tell my dad all the time, you are a much better father than I am already. You know, he didn't care about my feelings. All he cared about, look, we're gonna work hard, we're gonna do our best at it, and that's all we know. There's no second, there's no plan B. If we put our hands to it, we're gonna do the best we can, and that's it. And we're gonna do it right. And so we try to do the same with our children and with the children that people allow us to coach. You know, it's a blessing to be responsible for other people's kids, and they're winning right now, so everybody's in a good mood.
That's right, everybody. And you got a heck of a football player. I got to throw a shout out to Nike.
The Nike Holloway.
And you know, you've got other players, and I hate to even single out one. There's another young man you have. He's pretty small. He's not as stocky as the Nike, but he's one of your running backs.
Right.
I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Jabir Fry is another one of our running backs.
There's another one though.
Gerald Bright. He's our quarterback, and he played running back, and our offensive line is great. And
that's right, he's a quarterback. That's
he plays
right.
quarterback.
He looks like
he's really a running back playing quarterback,
yeah.
You know, and he's just a junior and getting a lot of college entries. So is the Nike. George Rutherford, one of our better offensive linemen. The whole offensive line is just so great. I can call them their
really
names.
Are.
So we're excited. Our defense played lights out against Pine Forest. Sorry about that. 5 turnovers our defense had. Thomas Williams is our defensive coordinator. So things are clicking along, and let me tell you why. Because no one cares who gets the credit. Our kids just want to be good.
Coach Spears, we got to wrap it up. It's been a great show. Thank you so much for coming on.
Come to the games, baby.
For
Go
Coach
Gators.
Spears, I'm Mark Downey. That's the last word. Go Gators.